Alright, people, before we get to the next stage of the story, how about we go to Forbidden Oasis and go see what's up with these magic shards we've been collecting. There should be some more shards to pick up while we're there, and then we can turn them in, essentially.
I asked Adon not to rush us. Demon essence is dangerous. Sorry.
Now that huge chunk of influence is for all those items that I picked up when I was at Theronfall dealing with the Templars. That's a pretty good deal. Getting pretty close to getting our next Inquisition perk. Alright. Go ahead and get our people busy while we're off adventuring.
At your service.
As well earn a little coin while we're at it, right? Investigate the shards. Sounds good to me. Alright, we should have some elven artifacts to discover there, so I definitely want to have souls with me.
Come to join us at the Oasis? It's actually quite the sight. It and the temple are further in.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Honestly, I don't like the feel of the place. No one does.
Why not?
Couldn't say. It's just a feeling.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Valfremin used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps.
Oh, well, goodbye would have been nice, Scout Harding. I love Scout Harding. Alright, I can already hear the humming of an Ocularum. There's several of these, a lot of shards packed into a relatively small area, and I say small in terms of, I guess, size as far as, you know, edge to edge of this place, but it's layered. It's like, you know, you have up here, and then you have kind of a middle layer, and then you have the ground down, and it's just kind of a twisting maze of passages and ladders and caves and tunnels and all kinds of stuff. This place actually, the first time I was here, oh my god, it took me forever to explore. Of course, got turned around. I still get turned around. I have not memorized this place by any means.
Seeker, you initially believed our Herald of Andraste was involved in the attack on the Conclave, yes?
I did. The evidence seemed damning, given the lack of an alternative.
Yet you changed your mind.
You also heard the voices at the temple. Is it so surprising I listened to them?
Sadly, yes. Too few invested with authority possess the courage to alter their course. They fear the appearance of weakness.
The truth is more important than my reputation. And anyone wishing to accuse me of weakness is welcome to try.
Right? Tells you a lot about their characters. They just banter with each other in the background. Alright, now what I'm going to try to do, I'll try to follow my own advice here. It's best to locate all the shards first, or as early as you can, because running around here, a lot of times I'll catch myself having to backtrack to go back to an area where I already was, to go get a shard that I find with an Ocularum later, where had I just used all the Ocularums first and then gone back and picked up the shards, it had been a little quicker. I'll try to do that here to a point, but lots of things to sidetrack you here. There'll be some landmarks, and there's some Fade Rifts, a couple of those. We'll knock a few of those out. There's one in particular here that I'm going to save for later. Specifically because the last Fade Rift, it's essentially where we started, the camp. If we turn around and face away from the Oasis here, and go out into the desert a ways, there's some pillars there, and there's a Fade Rift just sitting out there. And there's a landmark there. And essentially, you complete a quest by closing the Fade Rift, posting your little landmark flag, and doing all that. There's several little, like, side quests, I guess you could say, that we can complete all at the same time. And I'd kind of like to save that XP for later. Not really in any hurry to level up right now, but that's something I can just kind of keep in my back pocket. Now that I have all my Inquisition perks unlocked, though, as far as Codex bonus XP goes, I can feel free to grab all the codexes here, so I don't have to backtrack for those later. These should be relatively low-level fade rifts anyway. I doubt we'll have any problem with these. Alright, that's one down. Several more to go. Now I know for sure that there's a landmark in a cave somewhere. I think it's on the other side from where we are right now, but definitely need to hit all the caves. There'll be a few shortcuts we can open. All kinds of stuff. It's really cool. If you notice, we've been given a swamp so far in the fallow mire. We've been given the woods and the farms, fields.
Have you ever punched a bear?
No, why would I?
Well, what's it for then? The training, I mean. You stand harder than Cullen's soldiers. Must be for something.
I am a seeker in service of the divine. I am a warrior of truth.
Alright, alright. Just seems like you could punch a bear if you wanted.
Oh, man. But we've been given kind of a variety of maps so far. I mean, we've walked through everything from snow, now the desert, and the woods, and the forest, and all that kind of stuff. It's swamps. It's pretty cool. Nice variety. And I mean, talk about just the graphics and the detail. It's just amazing. They do the out of bounds here pretty well. If you walk too far, you kind of slow down, and then eventually you just can't go anymore. And then you sort of collapse, like if you walk too far out in the water, and it just returns you to where you were. But you have to walk for a ways out there. One key about this place is the Paragon's Luster. It's pretty common here. There's several little areas where it's where there's like lots of little nodes that you can pick for those. They're kind of like a next tier item. They give you more of a stat boost when you make your gear out of it than it would, say, like iron or onyx or something like that. Obsidian would be the other second tier item that's pretty readily available. Well, assuming you can get to certain regions of the hinterlands. And after we get past the next storyline mission, a couple areas will open up where a lot of those higher tier things become pretty available. They'll be about as common as this regular stuff that we pick around here, like iron and things. Yeah, for right now, the Paragon's Luster, I really want a lot of that. There'll be requisitions that we can get at the camp here that will ask for it, but it's pretty plentiful, actually. Here's Mosaic Piece.
We can cut through here.
Now we're essentially at like the back of the oasis, around the entrance to the place where we need to go investigate the shards, the opening of the temple. These little tunnels right here just confuse the crap out of me. They really do. Like, okay, here's the oasis. There's like a couple entrances that lead back into those tunnels that go in every different direction from right here.
What is pig things?
Come on. Really? Okay. Look at this. I mean, seriously. Man. Video games have come a long way, right? It's pretty nice. I like the way they did the water here.
The veil is blah blah whatever here.
Sarah makes lots of little hints that she has some magical awareness. She really does. She hints at it in her own way. She doesn't want to acknowledge it, but it's there. She would say that's just elfy stuff and really wouldn't want to hear it, but still true. You can tell by a lot of even the banter between her and Solus every once in a while. And the harder she tries to deny it, the more it bothers her, I think. And there'll probably be more to that later in the game, actually. Wouldn't doubt it. Alright, lots of these to make bees with. Jars of bees. Which I haven't really messed with them. I normally don't really worry about my grenades until I can unlock that second potion slot. Right now, it's all about health potions and regeneration potions. Okay, lucky for us, this lady's right here. She opens up a side quest.
Who are you? Why are you following me? I'm just looking for stuff to salvage. I used to work here. I know no one needs it.
I'm with the Inquisition.
Been out here a while, but I'll assume that's important. Doesn't explain why you're following me.
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this swamp cave. Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. But I couldn't throw it away either. God, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
I'll leave you be.
Right. See you then.
Yeah, we'll go find a ring, but we already know it's not going to be your average run-of-the-mill spiders either. I hate this. I'm not a big fan of spiders anyway, especially not ones that can, like, two-shot you with their poison spit. Little jerks. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Alright, let's see about some requisitions.
See for yourself, sir.
Alright, so I think we'll make an effort to collect ore as we run around here. Wave 2. Do your thing, Solus. Not like it really matters. I think these are like level 6, maybe. 5 even, maybe. I don't know. Love the sound. Love the sound they make when they get sucked back into the Fade Rift. That whisper? Ah, that's pretty cool. believe it or not, even though this is, like I say, a relatively small area, at least area-wise, there's still a couple more Fade Rifts. We're gonna leave one that I know of, and I believe there's at least 2 more that we can close that are just right around here. This thing is basically shaped like a big bowl, basically. You can hear there should be a bunch of Paragons, Luster, yeah, right here and up across that bridge. So, all right, got that. I can go turn that in, but I want some for my pocket because I have a schematic for a greatsword. It's called an engraved greatsword, and that's like a really good weapon for this level. Like that'll carry me through for a while, actually. But it's going to get another, oh, I think at least 20 points of damage for making it with a second tier material instead of like iron or whatever. Little tank dogs, man. These hyenas they're no joke. Apparently there's no end to them either. Nice job. Alright, take that. Alright, so we should have some more ore down here at the end of this little ledge. If I remember right. Yeah, there we go. And another shard. Ideally, I'll have enough to make a sword and then make a decent shield for Cassandra also, and Blackwall. I honestly probably wouldn't take Blackwall with me anywhere. I'm not a big fan of his specialist ability, which we'll see when he actually gets it. But right now, Cassandra's just, I don't know, just overall, I like her better. Blackwall's a little dull. Each their own, but not one of my favorites. In fact, Cassandra, Varric, or Vivian, and Solus, and later another party member instead of in Solus's place. Any of those, that's kind of like a go-to squad. I mean, I like having a rogue around. When I play my rogue, I'm sorry, but Varric's probably going to be out the window on that. Then it'd pretty much be 2 mages, Cassandra, and myself. That would be the go-to thing, you know, kind of my standard vanilla party makeup. All right, now the spiders will be up here, but let me go ahead and gather some shards down here, clear this area out so I can say I've been there, and hopefully I won't have to come back. Assuming I've even discovered the shards down here. I think I have already. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And see what I mean? That path to the left basically led back down to the middle, and eventually to that campsite back by the water. And then you come up here and you come around to the edge, and it's basically like a big bowl, basically. Okay, now this, I think over there to the left, I'm going to need to find another Ocularum to uncover some shards, I think. I say, this place is so layered, it's a little confusing. A little more exploring here, and I'll probably, at some point, eventually memorize it, but for right now. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's the campsite down below us. Yeah, see, there should be a shard somewhere right in here. Or two. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find another Ocularum. I don't remember which one. I think there's 2 more Ocularums, actually. One that I know of. But I believe there's 2. That's fine. It's showing me we have one up here, but I think there's another one up here also.
I believe I sense one of the artifacts of my people.
Oh well. We'll let Solos get his rocks off on activating this thing.
Ward off demons.
Right on, man. Give me that influence. There you go.
You could work here a year and never see anyone except your fellow miners.
Some obsidian. Nice. See, still need 3 more, though. I'd have been really lucky there would have been 5 of them right there, and I'd go turn that in, too. That's cool. At least in the hinterlands, we did get a few requisitions under our belt before it stuck us with that one. I don't know, personally, if there's a way to decline a requisition. Like, that one's no good, so, say I'll pass and then go for another one instead. I haven't found a way to do that yet. I don't know if there is. I'd sure like to know about it. Alright, so we're going to have to come back this way anyway. See over here, right above the campsite, there's supposed to be another shard on one of those ledges. Or 2. At least one that I know of. So we'll come back down here by the garden. Go back up. Maybe go mess with these spiders a little bit. Go get that lady's wedding ring. Little footprints in the sand from the little fox dude. Well, that's attention to detail. That really is. Right. Grab some of these for requisitions too. You know what? Speaking of requisitions, there is a requisition they give you here that has to do with spider stuff, spider egg, spider whatever, ichor or whatever they call that stuff. And on that same note, right here, I know there's supposed to be a shard right here too. Watch, I'll kill all the spiders, don't get anything off of them, and the very next requisition I get is for spider stuff. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go turn in this requisition and go look at these other Ocularum also and uncover the rest of the shards so I don't just do meaningless backtracking and miss out on an opportunity to fill a requisition too. Okay, so let's see. Got that, no problem. Hopefully she gives me a couple of those in a row and I can fill them all.
Word for you. What is it? You may want to look into this.
Yep, already got that one. Nice.
Dispatch for you. What is it? See for yourself, sir.
And probably that one too. Yep. And they don't just want the Paragon's Luster, they also want Serpent Stone to go with them too, so it's nice to have a bunch of that also.
You may want to look into this.
Sweet.
This might interest you, sir. What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Nice.
This might interest you, sir. What is it? Could prove useful, sir.
Alright, got that too. Considering these things are worth 100 reputation apiece, it's adding up. Really is.
I've news, sir. What is it? This could help us.
Yeah, that's where the free ride ends. And there it is. Spider egg, spider ichor, ichor, however you say that. Alright. So, how about we go over this way and see if there isn't another Ocularum that we need to see. Some more landmarks to discover. Yada yada yada. Nope. Each one of these landmarks is like a codex. It gives you a little history or background or something. You know, hopefully with this, when we go mess with the spiders, we can just kind of clean up that side of the place and be done with it. I think this will locate the shard. I think that's it right there. That's the shard that I knew I was missing. I don't know where this last one is, though. That's not it. There we go. Alright. And we still have another Ocularum at the, by the doors of the temple. So we'll get there eventually. We're going to need shards to turn in, and so might as well collect them now, just to have them. See what I'm talking about when we get there. I think that was a rare material we just picked up, too. Gorget webbing, I believe, is like a dragon material or something. Alright. So apparently it's below us. Alright.
You could work here a year and never see anyone except your fellow miners.
We'll go down there later. I think there's a way up top. Right there. No, I don't think so. I prefer things like this, unscalable ledges, than, oh wow, we got Fade-Touched Paragon's Luster. That's going to come in handy with Masterwork stuff later. But, it's better than just an invisible wall you run into. I mean, I prefer something that actually has some, what would they call it, aesthetic value, that actually looks, you know, like a reasonable barrier. As opposed to, you know, wide open space, you just can't walk any farther type thing. I don't know, that's kind of a mood killer. Running around exploring and all of a sudden you just stop for no reason. I much prefer some kind of wall or something there. An excuse to not be able to go any further. Now, okay, we have an apostate here. I'm not sure who this is referring to. It's a note left behind. I mean, obviously he's running and trying to just hide out here. I guess he infiltrated the miners, and but now there's no miners here anymore, so I wonder if that has something to do with it. Mage enter scenario, everybody in that scenario dies. That's usually the outcome, one way or another. Alright, but anyway, besides that Veilfire note, there was that landmark, so that was definitely the one I was thinking of. Alright, time to get rid of this torch. There we go. Cast a spell, any spell. Now these are cool. There's a couple of these here. These no, not me running my head into the bottom of that bridge, but yeah, these walkways that you can restore. All right, we're about halfway there, slowly but surely. Okay, now that other one on my mini-map right there, if you see it, it's like way up top. I don't know, I'm sure there's a much more thrifty way to do this where you don't have to backtrack quite as much. I'm trying to knock out as much all at the same time as I can, but yeah, like I say, this place confuses me enough as it is. I'm not doing too bad. Let me go ahead and rest up, and then we'll head to go mess with the spiders and go collect those shards on that end, and maybe finish this place up. Go investigate this temple and stuff. Alright. There's going to be one more Ocularum right there in the actual oasis itself. I have to go mess with that, but I'm going to backtrack here and go look over to the left real quick, and we'll get to that on the next one. Don't want to drag you too far along on this one. Alright, go ahead and cut it off here, and I will catch you guys later. If you want to subscribe, hit that button over my head for my videos, click those boxes on the left, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.